Hey, it's the Lingus, the Wrestlingus show. I'm Cav Manning.
I'm Fausty Walnuts.
This is season 2.
L5.
And this is what's going down in wrestling. Here's your TNA
Impact
report. Now, after the great Austin Aries had a marvelous swerve last week, he comes out to the ring declaring how great he is and that he's going to cash in his X Division title.
So Aries calls Hogan down in the ring to cash in his X Division title for a TNA World title shot.
But
Hogan has other ideas first. First, he wants Aries to defend the title in a three-way match against the former champ, Chris Sabin.
little known fact, if you didn't know, Sabin blew out his ACLs one time. I don't know if you guys ever heard that before.
They're forcing this down our throats worse than the WWE does with their fucking app. And the third guy, Suicide?
See, here's where it gets goofy, because Hogan comes out and says, you're going to have to defend this against the guy you stole it from, the guy you stabbed in the back. And guess what? I renamed him, brother. You know what his name is? Why the fuck would Aries know what you just named somebody in the first place? So he says, he's not Suicide anymore. So I'm thinking it's TJ, Don't Call Me Anthony Perkins, is going to come out with a whole new gimmick and be himself now. But apparently, he's still dressed like Suicide. Everything is exactly the same, but he renames him Manic. Now the problem is, I'm figuring it's TJ, obviously, in this outfit, but that's a given. But when he gets to the ring, you see Aries goes, hey, who is this guy? So now what the fuck's going on? Because later in the show, somebody refers to him as TJ.
TNA logic. Hey, you want to know what my favorite part of the show was?
What was your favorite part of the show?
When they broke down the fourth wall and West actually mentions that Brooke recently got engaged to some football player.
Boy, she don't waste no time. Breaking news. A week late.
TNA had a big fire sale last week. Joey Ryan,
Our good friend,
Sam Shaw,
allegedly reported.
Crimson,
Matter of time till he's in FCW.
Taylor Hendricks,
Former Meat Twitcher of the Week.
and Madison Rayne.
Well, looks like she'll probably be re-signed after she has the kid, but unless WWE signs her first.
Just weeks after abolishing the Knockouts tag title, the TV title is now gone.
Oh, the horror! The Main Event Mafia got a new member, and this week it was Magnus.
Hey, they must have watched the show last week. They only played the Main Event Mafia theme once when Sting and Angle came out. Not separately again when Joe and Magnus came out.
So tell me again, what are the rules to make it into the Main Event Mafia?
Well, the old Main Event Mafia was all former world title holders.
See, this is where they make no sense, because now they say, well, we need unity. But then they bring out Joe first, who is a former world title holder, and then they bring out Magnus.
I think the biggest qualification is kissing some good ass.
Did you hear some of the stuff we said last week? That was a good ass kissing fest.
So we finally get to our big main event for the X Division title. We got Austin Aries, Suicide,
Manic,
and Chris Sabin for the X Division title.
Originally, I thought they were trying to make this belt like it was a Money in the Bank, that anytime you cashed it in, you won. That's why I figured that they had Aries win it in the first place, so he can keep the streak going, because Sabin wasn't going to win the world title.
Always some bullshit.
It's time for your WWE report.
And now on to some sad news. Tammy Sitch, formerly known as Sunny in the WWE, she's fallen on some... God, she's been through so much... I can't even talk about it. You talk about it.
So it seems that Tammy has posted on her Facebook or Twitter, I don't know which it is, but that she's at a convention and she will take $50 for a picture posing with her in bed in lingerie, $75 to be in the bed and have her head on your chest or to be spooning her. The part you didn't see in the fine print was for $100, you could rent a DeLorean, go back in time and do this with her when she was really hot.
It's nice to see Raw start off this week with a nod to Mickie James. Vicky Guerrero cutting a promo on the top of a ladder.
Cena and Mark Henry had their big face-to-face this week. Cena gets in a fight with Mark Henry, gets beat down a little bit, picks him up over his shoulders, and then crashes to the ground and splat.
Let me get this straight. This is the same John Cena that once had The Big Show and Edge on his back at the same time?
But he can't pick up Mark Henry? The shocking thing this week was Curtis Axel losing to Y2J. It's so shocking because all Y2J seems to do is put people over nowadays.
No. The shocking thing was Wade Bryant sitting in the front row the whole time. Is Fandango a good guy now?
Say it right.
Fandango!
What a fucking asshole. For an asshole, he does make a good point. Now, he gets cheap-shotted in the back by Barrett, which is an all-heel stable in this ladder match. So that only goes to show he's getting over with the fans, and he's going to be a good guy one of these days soon.
Vicky couldn't kick out of her GM, Gutjack.
Which then led to Maddox being the new GM. We'll have to see how that works.
We followed the Buzzards, and they finally arrived at Raw this week. The Wyatts made their debut.
The Wyatts kill Kane and the fans kill Wyatt.
Husky Harris.
So what sense did it make that they sent a reporter to go find the Wyatt family the day they already said we're showing up there?
Hey, I was more impressed that Bray was able to blow out an electric light.
Listen, it's going to be hard to live up to all these promos. The crowd did pop and go wild, but what are you going to do after that? Rumor has it that it was supposed to be Undertaker and Kane versus the Wyatt family at SummerSlam. Reports say Undertaker is still hurt, actually, from the Shield's powerbomb. 4 months later, he's still hurt from that.
Now, the plan was to eventually turn them face. It might take a little longer now that the Undertaker injury. Could we see them feud with the Shield down the road?
Believes. The best spear, dare I say, that I have ever seen was Caitlyn on AJ this week.
And it even put AJ in the running for Meat Twitcher this week. Did she win? Find out soon.
As you hear that music, it's the end of the show, and we're going to go to the Meat Twitcher, but little late-breaking news for you. Yesterday, 2 bids were put in for WrestleMania 31.
Where?
One of them is the San Francisco Giants Stadium, AT&T Park. Look at this guy jerking off to his Giants already. You notice the Met colors here. The second one is even better because it's in our backyard. It is going to be the new 49er Stadium, Levi Stadium. I got you there. So I would prefer it there so I don't have to barely leave the house to go to WrestleMania. So let's hope that happens. But I hear that music coming. And this is a good one, folks. You won't want to miss it. It's time for the Meat Twitcher. Congratulations to Mickie James. Well deserved, I might say. I thought it was a runaway this week. So, if you will, let's give her her due. Cap off. Where is she over here? I don't even know. We did this last week and she's running away. Look at this.
5-time.
With a 5 spot, she is coming up, finally taking with Eve, who's been gone forever. That shows you the strength of Eve.
And Brooke Tessmacher, who's been gone forever too.
Yeah, finally. We need you back, Tess. Let's go already. So anyway, that's the end of the Rotten Show. As we said last week, Lingus Fantasy Football is going to be going underway, and there's only a couple spots left. Actually, people joined, which was shocking.
Send us your email if you want to play.
Send us your email, tweet it to us. You saw our Twitter all over the show before, up on top on the banner. So tweet us, and remember, subscribe on the bottom here. Click like, share it with your friends. Let's get this pig going.
All that bullshit.
We said we'd shave our heads if we got 1,000 views in a week, for God's sake. You guys forget about this? The show's like 7 minutes long now. I don't know if it's 8 this week. Who the fuck knows? But, you know, as usual, together, we're assholes.